Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins, and Trevor.
To a person said, we want these in the team, Gov. You're the boss, but we know they've misbehaved. They've all apologised. We know that may not be enough. So can't you find another way, find them money or whatever? But we want them in the team. I think I could bow to that. It would be different if the other players said, no, why should they play? We've all obeyed the rules and they haven't. And I think then, you've got to think about sticking to those principles. But maybe there are times where it's not so cut and dried as that, and we can think, well, there's a lot of pros and cons on this. Whatever you do, in a way, you're going to be damned, whatever decision you make. But I guess what you've said is you would basically stick to your principles. And all I'd say is, if you don't win the game, then, as has been said, I think, it can be quite a lonely place at the top of the righteous mountain. You can make the right ethical decision in circumstances in life, and you might find it's a bit lonely up there because a compromise may have made life a bit more comfortable. I'm not saying we drop our principles, but sometimes that can leave us isolated, perhaps.
It can,
Okay.
It can do, actually, I understand where you're coming from, but
you made your decision. That's good. You made a good decision there. Okay, the next one, called the sarcastic friend. Now you have a good friend who's got a good sense of humour, and you get on very well with him or her, I guess. And the only thing about your friendship with her or him, let's say it's a him, is that his sense of humour is such that he kind of makes jokes, inappropriate jokes, at the expense of others in the group there. You may be having a social get-together in the pub or whatever. You might be having a meal together. Could be a party, an office party, whatever. And yet one guy who's, life and soul, but his jokes can hurt people. He says things at their expense. Now, the thing is, what do you do if this is, this is kind of a theme with this guy? He does tend to do that, and you think, well, he probably does it about me when I'm not here as well. Although he can do it when people are there. He might sort of focus on a feature of somebody, their fingers or something on their face. Who knows what? Now, what would you do if he kept doing this or repeatedly did, and you knew it was his style of humour? Would you actually just laugh along with the others, almost a bit embarrassed, not wanting to be the one to say, "Hang on a minute, what are you doing?" and just go along with it? Or would you, in one way, perhaps risk your good friendship with him by saying, "Look, sorry, I'll take you to one side, but I don't think you should be talking like that about other people, even especially if they're here. You're embarrassing them." So what would you do in that situation?
Oh, that's a difficult one, isn't it? I wouldn't tell him. I wouldn't tell him in the presence of all the other people. I would find a way to excuse him from the group and just say, you want to tone that down a little bit, But I would definitely, because then you could actually be doing more harm than good by actually telling him off in the presence of others. So you could potentially be the villain there. So you've got to be cautious, aren't you? You've got to really. I would call him aside. I would just call him aside. I would just say, "Well, do you want to come over here for a minute, or something?" I would.
In front of everybody else, he's being taken away to be told off.
I'd find a way to be discreet about it. I think that's the point. Come over here for a minute. It's not discreet, is it? But I will find a way to let them know. And if they persist, then I would start to seclude them from the group. or I would say, well, they say, oh, do you want to come out for a drink? I'll be like, right, so who's going? And if he mentioned his name.
And if he's going, you don't go. So you start to miss out, don't you? You would miss out in that situation.
I would. And then, you know, hopefully he'll get the point. Or he'll get the idea that, you know, what he's doing isn't a good fit for the group. Because you've got to have respect for other people, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't know. Some people are temperamental and they just controlling it. So you could say something and it could turn into a quarrel, like an argument, a heated up argument, and then, you know, it's too late then. So
we're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.